Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. It's the first video I've ever done on my channel, but it's time to get the ball rolling. This channel is going to be full of topics from around the footballing world with some of the best content creators online. Got some big stuff coming on this channel for you guys. I will still be doing my stuff on Born and Red, but I finally pushed myself to go and start my own channel. But first things first, we're all here for one thing, and that is to talk football. But before we talk any football, guys, please make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell notification. It means a lot, especially for somebody that's just starting up his singular YouTube journey, and I would appreciate it very much. But guys, let's get straight into it. Today's topic and today's news, if you've been active in the last couple of hours, you would know there's been some rumors and now confirmed today that Alexander Isak has been named the Premier League Player of the Month over Mohamed Salah. Now, I don't have any issue whatsoever with Alexander Isak being named Player of the Month because he's had a phenomenal month for Newcastle United. I think he scored in his last, he scored like 7 or 8 games in a row. He scored against the likes of Liverpool, a goal and assist. Brentford, he got a goal. Leicester, I've got it up right here. He got a hat-trick against Ipswich. Villa, he scored a goal. He scored a goal at Old Trafford. He scored a goal at Tottenham. So I don't have an issue with Alexander Isak winning Player of the Month. My issue is him winning Premier League Player of the Month over Mohamed Salah. And for me, that is an absolute robbery. How Alexander Isak has been named Premier League Player of the Month ahead of Mohamed Salah after Mohamed Salah broke the record for most goal involvements in a month for Premier League football. Bearing in mind, Liverpool missed a game in December where they didn't play the Merseyside derby against Everton, and Mohamed Salah still broke the record for most G8 in a month, and he wasn't named Premier League Player of the Month. I think it is an absolute robbery, and that's not a knock to Alexander Isak, who has probably been one of the most phenomenal players over the last 2 months in the Premier League. But to not give it to Mo Salah after his record-breaking month, and look, as that banner tells you, an absolute robbery, is beyond me, and it's puzzled not only me but many fans that watch the Premier League, because Mohamed Salah is a record breaker at this. No player in the history of the Premier League has got more goal involvements in a singular month than Mohamed Salah, and he played one less game. 14 G8 in a month. That is obscene amounts of quality. But how they have not given it to him is beyond me. Mo Salah scored against the likes of, Manchester City. He scored against the likes of Manchester United. He scored goal after goals. He scored against Leicester. He has scored so many goals a month. He got 2 at Spurs as well. He got a goal against West Ham as well. It's unbelievable how underrated he has become, Mo Salah. It's like he is the victim of his own success, that he has to keep on doing it week in, week out to be regarded as one of the best. And he is the best player in the Premier League, and that's not a question. He won the Premier League Player of the Month last month. Maybe that's why they haven't given it to him this month. But that analogy doesn't make any sense to me, because you give it on the month and how the players performed, and Mohamed Salah has been the best performing player in the Premier League for December, and he wasn't named the Premier League Player of the Month. Now, to me, I don't know how I want to look at it, but he is so underrated. Not only in the Premier League, but he's even in the Ballon d'Or shortlist. He wasn't named amongst the players even on the shortlist, let alone the top 10, is what he should be every season. He scores goals every season, gets assists every season. He's competing for the best honours every single season. Is Liverpool's top scorer 8 years in a row. 8 years in a row. He's had a record-breaking start to this Premier League campaign. He's the top scorer in the Premier League. He's got the most assists in the Premier League. He's top of the league. He's going to win the Premier League. He's got again, I like to mention this, he's got the most goal involvements in a month of any Premier League player in the history of the competition. And they haven't named him Premier League Player of the Month. If that is not underrated, I do not know what that is. If that's not an absolute robbery, I do not know what that is. Even amongst Liverpool fans, I think many Liverpool fans do not rate him as highly as they should. If we're not doing it, how do you expect anybody else to do it? This is the best player in the Premier League, the most consistent player over the last decade in this competition. And he's still being overlooked for things like this. Say if Harry Kane had a month like this, he'd be named Premier League Player of the Month. Say if it was Sergio Aguero, he'd be named Premier League Player of the Month. Mo Salah, if he won Premier League Player of the Month this month, and I'm sure he's going to win many more as long as he's here at this football club, but he would have gone level with the likes of Harry Kane for most Premier League Player of the Month awards. It's absurd how underrated Mohamed Salah is, not only amongst Liverpool fans and Premier League fans, but amongst football fans and pundits and journalists who like to comment on his situation on a regular basis. Mohamed Salah is the best player this league has seen, like I said before, over the last decade. Now, what more can he do? Please tell me, guys, in the comment section, get your comments in below. What more can Mohamed Salah do? He's scoring every week. He's assisting every week. He's winning every week. What more do you want from a player? Please tell me, guys. What is the judgment? If you win it a previous month, you can't win it again, even though you've had record-breaking numbers the month after that, even though that month was better than your previous month. Please tell me what is the criteria to win Premier League Player of the Month? I really do not understand. The only thing that I can, come towards thinking is that Isak plays in a not worse team, but a team that's not as good as Liverpool's. That's why he's been given it. But that should not be the way the criteria for Premier League Player of the Month. The Premier League Player of the Month should go to the best performing player of that month, and the best performing player of that month was Mohamed Salah. And I want to share something with you as well. Look, this is a post by ESPN that they posted on their Twitter. They tweeted this as well. Mo Salah, just remember this, guys. Mo Salah recorded 7 goals and 7 assists in December, the joint most goal involvements by a Premier League player in a single month. He was still beaten to the award by Alexander Isak. I really do not know what to say, guys. It's just absurd how underrated of a footballer Mo Salah is. He should be up there every single season for the best awards, for the Ballon d'Or. But maybe it's because he's from Egypt. Maybe it's because he's not Brazilian. Maybe it's because he's not aesthetically pleasing. But generally, it's baffling to me. It's baffling to me that a player of Mohamed Salah's quality is so undermined in this league. It's beyond me how people still have these conversations. Oh, he's not appealing to the eye. Oh, his GA for that, his XG for that game was lower than, he scored more than what his XG was, his XA, etc. All this nonsense that people try to bring to the argument, but he shuts them up week in, week out. Like it's genuinely baffling. Like he started this month with a goal and assist against Manchester City. Then the game afterwards, he got 2 at Newcastle goals and he got an assist, and Liverpool drew that game 3-3. So he was involved in all 3 goals. The Everton game was then postponed. We then play Fulham at Anfield. Liverpool, then he gets an assist in that game for the Cody Gakpo equalizer, by the way. Liverpool then go to Tottenham. They win 6-3, and Mohamed Salah got 2 goals and 2 assists. So he's involved in 4 out of the 6 goals and a 6-3 Liverpool win away at Spurs. Liverpool then play Leicester at home. That he scores a goal. Liverpool then go away to West Ham, and he's involved in 3 of the goals. He scored 1 and assisted twice in a 5-0 victory for Liverpool. Then they go and play Manchester United at Anfield, and Mo Salah scores 1 of those goals out of the 2 that they were in the game for Liverpool. So, to me, it's just what more can this man do to be regarded as one of the top players in this league, which he is, but I don't think he's regarded as one of the top players in this Premier League. And it's really, really sad because I think if Mo Salah was from Brazil, Argentina, Spain, they would be talking about him like he is one of the greatest players of all time. And I don't want that to be a reason, but that has to be one of the reasons because I look at the Egyptian people, the Arabian people, they hold Mo Salah in such high weight. And again, I do not want to take anything away from Alexander Isak because he had a phenomenal month of football for Newcastle. Phenomenal month. I think he got 6 or 7 games in a row. He scored 11 goals and assists in that. So the only other thing I can say is that the reason why Mohamed Salah wasn't given Premier League Player of the Month was because he won it the month before. And to me, that should not be, again, the way we should be looking at judging a Premier League Player of the Month award. That is all I'm going to say, guys. For me, the criteria, like I said before, should be you have the best stats and you're the best performer of that month for a team that's challenging for the title, for a team that was unbeaten in that month, which Newcastle also were. But a team that was unbeaten in the month, top of the league, 6 points clear, game in hand, it's got to go to the player who scored the most goals in the month. It's just common sense. If it was Erling Haaland, it'd be given to Erling Haaland because he plays for Manchester City. They win the league every season. They are the champions. And generally speaking, they're top of the league. So why is it any different from Mo Salah? Why? But guys, get your comments in below. Is Mo Salah the most underrated player in the Premier League? And where do you rank Mo Salah in terms of his stature in the Premier League and how he's regarded in the Premier League? Get your comments in, guys, below. Alexander Isak named Premier League Player of the Month. Is it an absolute robbery? It very much could be. But guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I want to get to 200 subscribers as soon as possible. We're definitely on that path to YouTube stardom, hopefully. But guys, lots more content is coming your way on both this channel and Born in Red. Make sure you subscribe to Born in Red. And guys, I hope to see you very, very soon. Liverpool are still top of the league, but Mo Salah not named Premier League Player of the Month. It is an absolute robbery. Take care, guys.